Alexandra Eala selling out stadiums at Abu Dhabi Open draws strong reaction from fellow pro. Rising star Alexandra Eala's ever-growing popularity drew a response from fellow pro Daria Seville, who highlighted that Eala is selling out stadiums around the world. She added that if she were a tournament director, she would try and get the 20-year-old to play on every day of an event. Eala is regarded as one of the top young players in tennis, and enjoyed a breakout run last year during the Sunshine Swing. The Filipino tennis star attracted tens of thousands of fans at the Australian Open earlier this year and had to be escorted from the court by heavy security following her match against Alicia Parks, despite the match being played on one of the outer courts. Daria Seville on Alexandra Eala's rising popularity. Fans have continued to turn up in numbers to cheer for Eala at the Abu Dhabi Open. The stadium was packed for Eala's round of 32 clash against Zeynep Sonmez, which she won 6-4, 6-3. Seeing Eala's rising popularity, Seville said it could benefit tennis tournaments, as fans would then stay to watch additional matches. Alexandra Eala is selling out stadiums whether she's playing singles or doubles. Tournaments where the fan attendance wasn't that high in previous years, Seville said in an Instagram reel posted on her account. If I were a tournament director, I would do anything for her to be at my tournament. I'd also make sure that she's on the schedule every day, so doubles and singles. Because then people come to watch Alex and then stay for more tennis. But yeah, you can see in the crowd numbers whether Alex is playing or not. The Filipinos are showing up for their girl, and I love it. Eala's Australian Open main draw debut featured an electric atmosphere, with people queuing for hours to watch their favorite player in action. And the thousands of fans who did not manage to get into the court watched the match on screens at the Australian Open grounds. Rising fan support for tennis young talents. Much like Eala, another highly rated youngster has been enjoying immense fan support at tournaments. Joao Fonseca has enjoyed a wave of passionate support amid his meteoric rise. The 19-year-old's matches have often drawn large crowds, with him experiencing loud, vociferous support more common in soccer than in tennis. More, Alexandra Eala vs. Alexandra Sasnovich preview, head-to-head, prediction for Abu Dhabi Open 2026. The support began at the Miami Open last year, where Fonseca reached the third round. He also drew large support at the Australian Open earlier this year, where he was eliminated in the first round by Elliot Spitzeri. Alexandra Eala, the Filipina phenomenon selling out stadiums at the Abu Dhabi Open, and what fellow pros are saying. At the sun-drenched Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center in Abu Dhabi this February, something rare and remarkable is unfolding. A tennis match isn't just going ahead, it's turning into an event. Cheering crowds, sold-out stands, flags, chants, and palpable excitement have become synonymous with one name, Alexandra "Alex" Eala. This isn't merely about winning points or advancing rounds. It's about a cultural moment, a resurgence of passion, pride, and possibility, and it's unfolding not in the tennis powerhouses of Europe or America, but in the heart of the Middle East, with fans from across the globe flocking to watch a 20-year-old Filipina. A rising star and unlikely crowd magnet. Alexandra Eala, currently ranked inside the WTA top 50, has been steadily ascending the world rankings, but what's turning heads at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open is not just her tennis. As players take to the court, tournament organizers and fellow competitors have noted that attendance spikes simply on the days when she plays. Stadiums fill up, even on weekdays, and fans arrive hours before her scheduled matches. She always sells out stadiums whether she's playing singles or doubles, Australian player Daria Seville commented in a now viral social media video. Tournaments that didn't draw big crowds in previous years, she changes that. If I was a tournament director, I would do anything for her to be at my tournament. That's high praise, and from someone who has navigated the pro tour's ups and downs. Seville, now off tour due to pregnancy but still deeply attuned to the circuit, captured something remarkable. Eala's appeal extends beyond tennis skill. It's about the energy she brings to the game. Abu Dhabi, a tennis stage transformed. The Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, a prestigious WTA 500 event, features some of the world's best, defending champion Belinda Bencic, dynamite players like Katerina Alexandrova, Clara Tauson, and Ludmila Samsonova. Yet in the stands and in social media buzz, one name keeps rising above the stat sheets: Alex Eala. On a recent night, Eala's first-round match against Turkey's Zeynep Sönmez drew fans by the thousands. The scoreboard showed a straightforward 6-4, 6-3 victory for Eala, but the real story was happening in the crowd. Filipino supporters, many waving flags and chanting "Ya Bila," turned the stadium into an electric arena. "It means so much to me, the support I receive," Eala later said, acknowledging the fans whose cheers punctuated every point. It was a milestone, not just a win, but a celebration of identity, pride, and representation. Culture, identity, and the global game. What does it mean for a WTA 500 event, typically a serious competitive stop on the tour, to suddenly feel like a festival? For Eala, the answer has roots in heritage and visibility. The Philippines has had a long love affair with sports icons, the legendary boxer Manny Pacquiao being one of the most celebrated, but in tennis, there has been no figure to captivate fans at this level until now. Eala's success is rewriting expectations for Filipino athletes in global racket sports. Her popularity in Abu Dhabi, and at other tournaments where Filipinos travel in droves, is about more than proximity or novelty. It's about representation. Seeing someone from your own country on the big stage, competing and winning against world-class opponents, ignites something deep in the hearts of supporters. It turns casual viewers into passionate backers and transforms quiet stadiums into raucous arenas. This phenomenon echoes across sports. When athletes break barriers, be it cultural, national, or gender-based, they invite a wider, more diverse audience into the fold. Eala's rise isn't merely a personal achievement, it's a unifying narrative for a global fan base. Reactions from fellow pros and the tennis community. Seville's praise isn't the only acknowledgement. Across the tour, players and insiders have noticed the crowds. Younger competitors talk about the energy of the stands, and older ones acknowledge how quickly Eala has become a topic of conversation. It's one thing to rank well or achieve career-high milestones. Eala has done that, reaching the top 50, and it's another to be a draw. The latter means becoming part of the tour's narrative, a player that people talk about even on days she's not playing. For other professionals, this represents a shift in the cultural landscape of tennis. In a sport that can sometimes feel individualistic and geographically fragmented, Eala's global appeal is a reminder: tennis is not just competition, it's connection.